Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you in today's GK class of Standard 6, that is class 6. So, first and the foremost thing, I would like to suggest you this thing, that is, if you remember from the very first class, we all are insisting you, we all are instructing you, requesting you not to take or to take all the necessary precautions so that you be on a safer side. Okay, if you remember on just the last day, that is on 31st of August, our country, that is India, uh, it has got the maximum number of cases, that is above 80,000, and this was worst situation which has crossed the records of all other countries in the world. Okay, so till now also the situation is not very good. The situation has not been completely gone, though the power of this virus has been reduced, but the situation is not under control in any possible way. So I request you, I urge you from each and everyone to take all the necessary precautions so that you be on a safer side and you do not get into any kind of trouble, as well as your family members. Okay, so starting with this, first let me share you the screen of the syllabus, and thereby we will be going ahead with the syllabus bookish part. Okay, so what you can see is that what I remember is that since we have already started our annual portion, okay, so in this page, that is our environment page, we have completed all the three pages, that is 42, 47 as well as 54. That is, if you remember, so here we talked about the desert plants as well as some of the animals, and at the same time we have also discussed about the global warming as well. Okay, so till here we have already completed. Okay, so today what we are going to do is we will be starting with the new topic, that is India and the world, and we will be dealing only these two page numbers, that is your page number 43 and 48. Okay, so since we will be doing only these two page numbers, it is not like this that our class will be getting over very quickly. No. Okay, after just completing these two page numbers, that is 43 and 42, I have really something good for you. That is, I have the images. I'll be showing you some of the images related to your microorganisms. If you remember in the last class, that is in class 5th, you all have studied about it, different types of microorganisms, bacteria, algae, fungi and everything. So today I'll be showing you not the pictorial representation, but the actual real pictures which are being taken by me itself. Okay, so I'll be showing you this one so that you can also get an idea, and at the same time, if you want, you can also prepare it from your end as well. Okay, now see, before going ahead with this, and thereafter we will be having the current affairs which I'll be sharing you either on Saturday or today itself. Okay, so since we are going to start with the bookish part, one more thing I would like to share you, that is, since this problem has not encountered or it has not been seen in our class, that is in class 6th, but in class 7th and 8th there are two pages, that is one in each class, which are having the answers which are not matching or tallying with your the internet answers. That is, the answers which are given at the back of the book, they are something different, and when we are confirming or when we are assuring the same answers from the internet, we are getting some different answers. So I request you also to keep on having a look in between, so that we be on a safer side and you do not get into any kind of troubles during your exams. Okay, we are also taking almost care, but it is my humble request that you should also keep on taking this efforts, so that whenever your next exams are there, your marks are not deducted and you also be on a safer side. Is that clear? So I told you what are we going to do today. So let us start with the bookish part. The class today. Okay, screen. Okay, since we are talking about the India and the world, that is, if you remember, that is from the past only, not only some of the rulers have ruled over the country, but they have dominated as well. And not only they have dominated, they have ruined, they have divided, partitioned, and lots of activities have been done by our previously. That is what we study in our history. Okay, so since we are studying about all these things, okay, So basically in this also, and the topic is also India and the world. So basically we will be dealing with all these, either the famous structures which are being built by these rulers in order to keep their names, or the famous dynasties to which they belong. These are the things which we are going to discuss here. What I remember is that I told you to find out something about the tribes, if I am not wrong. Okay, please try to go through it and let us have a healthy discussion over the Zoom classes whenever it will be held, either in the second or the fourth week of the month. Okay, so let us start with our bookish part here. So these are the ancient glories. Glories means what? Which have brought proud and fame to our countries. Okay, so identify these architectural marvels of ancient India and write the correct letters in the boxes. Choose your answers from the help box. Okay, now see if you can see this one. Since the pictures are not very much clear, okay, but you will have to identify it from this end only. Okay, since this one, this is your Nalanda, Bihar. Okay, and this in Nalanda, Bihar only, it is not was, okay, it is a famous university all over the world. That is, the famous Nalanda University is also there in Bihar. And what you can say is that one more characteristic is there of the peoples who belong to Bihar basically. That is, they have their rote learning power is very high. Okay, that is, they can memorize the things very quickly, as well as large amount of inputs can be memorized by them. Okay, so this is one of the characteristics of the peoples, those who belong to Bihar region. Okay, and this Nalanda University is not a new university, it is a very ancient university, old university, and this is famous from the ancient point of view only. It is not that now it has become modern or it has become famous. No, from the earlier times only, this Nalanda University has been the famous university all over the world. Okay, starting with some more things, if we see here. Okay, so what we are going to see, that is our second one. This is our shore temple, Mahabalipuram. Okay, this one, how you can see, if you can see the entry point, it can be this one or this one. And if you can see, the structures are little bit the structure which is at the back, that is much more taller, and the one which is front, that is little bit smaller as compared to this one. If you if anyone would have gone to Puri or Orissa, okay, so Jagannath Puri basically I'm talking about. So there what you find, you are basically find that this structures is not in a kind of ascending order or descending order. They are basically all some or more or less same only. Okay, it is not like this here, like the shore temple Mahabalipuram. Okay, moving ahead to the next one, that is your E. This is your Ellora Caves, Maharashtra, that is your Bombay. Okay, this is located there only. It is Ellora Caves. Caves basically means what? Okay, see, basically when we are talking about the caves, so caves basically means the गुफा. Okay, एक ऐसी जगह जहाँ पे साधु संत लोग जा करके क्या करते थे, तपस्या करते थे, and they used to do it for a longer period of time, that is months, years, and much more longer. Okay, so nowadays it is not very much in practice, but still people are there though, who are very much prevalent or who are very much fond of carrying out these religious activities as well. Okay, basically we are I'm talking about the saints which are present all over the world. Okay, starting with some more things, let us see here. What you can see here is, that is the next one, this one, that is the fourth one. Here this is your Sanchi Stupa, which is there in Madhya Pradesh. If you can see, that is MP, which we are talking about. This is also one of the famous monuments, you can say, or the structure which is famous all over the world. When we are talking about the Madhya Pradesh, if some of you would have gone, or some of you would remember this thing, that is basically you would have observed this thing, that is people, when we go to Mirzapur or something. Okay, so from Mirzapur only the our mountainous region starts, that is from Vindhyachal or Mount Mirzapur only, and after crossing these mountains your MP border starts, that is your Madhya Pradesh border starts, and from there, and there only we have this famous structure. Okay, moving ahead with this one, that is the next one. So this is your Iron Pillar Delhi. This Iron Pillar is famous structure of Delhi, and there is one special characteristic of this Iron Pillar, that is it since this is a very old structure, okay, but still there has not iron. All of you remember that iron, it gets rusted when it comes in contact with air, but this Iron Pillar, okay, it has not rusted till now. Okay, so this shows that what was the quality of iron and other metals at that time, that is in our ancient times, and what is the quality of iron and other metals today. Okay, if you remember or if you don't know, okay, I'm telling you a very simple example to perform this one, that is how to have this rust formation. Okay, ठीक है, खिड़कियों में तो आप देखते ही हो, बहुत कॉमन है, ठीक है, आपको दिख जाएगा कहीं ना कहीं गेट्स पे या फिर विंडोज़ पे. बट व्हाट यू कैन डू इज़ दैट आप अपने घर में पूछ लो, ठीक है, कि कोई लोहे के बर्तन है क्या, ठीक है, आप तो उसको देख लीजिए, ठीक है, मतलब आप इट कैन बी योर कढ़ाई एज वेल, या फिर तावा ले लीजिए, या फिर कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो लोहे का बना हुआ हो. And what you do, you just keep it for some time, that is for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. Okay, just leave it, just wash it properly and then leave it. What you will find the third or the fourth day, you will find that some reddish spots are there in that. Okay, and these reddish spots are nothing but your rust formation which has started in this iron utensil. Okay, and always remember, rust is always dangerous. Okay, it always deteriorates the quality of the iron, that is slowly and slowly what will happen, your iron will keep on getting eroded away, and finally your iron will be converted into powder form, that is the holes will be starting getting created, and in the same way your entire iron utensil will be getting damaged. Okay, next on, moving ahead. So what you can see next here is the last one, that is the sixth one. This is your Konark Sun Temple, that is in Odisha. Okay, now see, whenever we are going to Odisha, that is basically whenever we go for your Jagannath Puri, okay, so it is very common practice, since that this Konark Sun Temple is very near from Jagannath Puri. Very near means not very much near, but it is approximately 4 to 6 hours journey, or I hope 3 to 4 hours, I'm not sure. Okay, bus facility is being provided from there, and so if you want, you can go there, you can just visit that place and you can come back, or you can just board your trains directly from there only if something transport facility is available. So since this both these structures, that is Jagannath Puri temple as well as this Konark Sun Temple, since they are very famous structures and they are very close to each other, that is why it is always preferred that whenever people used to go there, they used to visit both these structures, that is both your Jagannath Puri temple as well as your Konark Sun Temple as well. Okay, moving ahead, we have the famous rulers of ancient India with their dynasties, which I was talking about. Okay, you just have to remember this because it is very important from your competition point of view as well. Okay, we just have to remember the names of all these rulers and to which dynasty they belong. That is, when we are talking about Ashoka, so he belongs to Maurya dynasty. Samudragupta, he belonged to Gupta dynasty. Bimbisara, he belonged to Magad. Kanishka or Kanishk belongs to Kushana dynasty. Harshvardhan belonging to Pushyabhuti. Pulakesin belonging to Chalukyas, and Narasimhavarman belonging to your Pallava dynasty. Okay, so these are the famous dynasties to which these people belong. You just have to remember the names of the peoples as well as the dynasties to which they belong. Moving ahead to the fact file, we have here Kumbhalgarh Fort's boundary wall is 38 km long, and it is the second largest wall in the world, and I hope it is just after your Great Wall of China only. Okay, except for this, because I don't remember, but is, if you remember, we have studied also that is the greatest wall of China is the biggest wall. So if it is telling you the second largest, of course the first one is that only, the Great Wall of China, and after that we have this one. Okay, that is your Kumbhalgarh's fort. Okay, built in the 15th century by Rana Kumbha. It is the largest and the most elaborate fort of his reign. It is also the birthplace of Maharana Pratap. That is, Maharana Pratap also was born in this Kumbhalgarh's forts only. Okay, it is said that the study of history helps to understand our present state better. Do you agree? Discuss in class. Now see, of course it is better, because not only we come across, that is first and the foremost thing, like if we talk about the vegetation which was there in the past, or since we are talking about the history, so basically we will be dealing with social behavior and everything. Okay, so basically what we are able to see is that the different characteristics of these rulers, how they have fought, how they have behaved properly, what was their means all kind of social behavior with the normal public, and this is what gets imitated, or it has to be followed, or it has to be changed depending on today's scenario. The we can take particular decisions with it. Okay, next we have the next page number, that is your Incredible Asia. When we are talking about this one, that is your Incredible Asia, so basically we are talking about, again here also, the famous structures, starting with the first one, that is read the clues about some of the famous historical monuments from Asia. Identify the monuments by choosing your answer from the help box. Okay, the oldest surviving Islamic monument, oldest surviving. This structure in Jerusalem comprises an octagonal base and a golden wooden central dome. The architecture reflects a combination of Byzantine traditions and a distinct Islamic visual style, that is the Dome of the Rock. Okay, next is we have this complex with various Hindu and Buddhist monuments in Cambodia, is one of the most important archaeological sites in Southeast Asia. It bears the glory of the powerful Khmer dynasty of Cambodia, that is your Angkor Wat. Okay, next is this UNESCO World Heritage Site is one of the largest building construction projects ever taken. That is, this is the biggest construction projects which have been taken till now, that is UNESCO World Heritage Site, built over nearly 2 millennia. This is actually a network of fortifications rather than a single structure. That is, it is not a single structure, but it is basically a network of fortification. That is, many forts are present here, and all these forts, they have been interconnected among themselves. That is, we are talking about the Great Wall of China. Situated in a valley enclosed by sandstone cliffs, this hand-caved ancient city in Jordan is a clue to the long-lost Nabatean culture. The ruins of a sophisticated water system and rock-cut monuments attract visitors from all over the world. That is your Petra. Okay. Next we have this mausoleum on the banks of the river Yamuna has been described as poetry in marble. This architecture, built by a Mughal emperor, is famous for its harmonious proportions and decorative elements like mosaic, filigree art and Arabic calligraphy. That is your Taj Mahal. Okay. Next is considered to be the most important Byzantine structure. This, or Byzantine structure, anything you can pronounce. Okay, this monument in Istanbul, rich in mosaic art, was originally built as a cathedral during the Ottoman Empire. It served as a mosque until it was converted into a museum in 1935, Hagia Sophia. Okay. Next is, that's it. Okay, this was our bookish part which we have completed. Okay. Now if you can see here, so basically what we did, we have discussed basically all the famous monuments which are present all over the world, and at the same time we have discussed some famous rulers which have ruled over the past years, in the past years, they have ruled on our country in different regions of the India, and at the same time to which dynasty they belong. Okay, so this was all about your bookish part from today. Okay, let us move ahead. Let me show you something else here. Okay, what I am going to show you is, since you all are in class 7th, okay, in class 5th you studied one of the chapters which was known as germs and diseases, and in that chapter you studied that basically germs, that is when we are talking about the microbes here, so microbes are of 5 types, okay, including your virus, that is your bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, viruses. Okay, so in this case I'll be showing you one of them. Okay, and this was accidentally, it was not intentionally done. Okay, it was done accidentally only. I'll be showing you that first I'm sharing the incident, then I'm going to share you the pictures of that. The incident is that I bought some of the uh, cucumbers, kheera, okay, purchased from the market, and then I kept it in the refrigerator in the vegetable box. Okay, then I forgot to consume it, and what happened, two of them, they got spoiled, and the colonies which were formed. Okay, I would love to see that, but and I would love to show you that as well. Okay, because you will be also surprised that the kind of colonies which have been formed. So before throwing that, I took a picture. This was there in the lockdown only, when we were having our WhatsApp classes. Okay, so I'm just sharing you the picture of that. Kindly have a look over it. Okay, if you can see, these 2 to 3 were there, and if you can see this hair like structures, fine thread fiber like structures which have been completely surrounding this. Okay, completely surrounding means what? The thing is there, the microbes are increasing in their number, increasing the colony. Okay, covering this entire, this organic part, this is the organic. Okay, and why it is organic? Because it is the consumed part, that is we used to consume this gets biodegradable. So before getting biodegradable, it is getting consumed by these microorganisms, and basically it is the fungus here which you are able to see here. Okay, I'll be sharing you some more pictures related to this only, it little bit much more closer view. So what you're able to see, this, can you see this? This is completely your thread like structures, a sponge like structures, and having different kinds of microorganisms in them, but we are not able to observe them as they are microscopic in nature. Okay, one more we have, I'm sharing you this as well. Okay, so this was also the same picture but a little bit more magnified view. If you can see, it is getting stretched, that is they are interconnected amongst one another, and they are covering slowly and slowly, they are trying to cover that entire piece, so that they will be able to keep on consuming it from the bottom. अंदर ही अंदर वो उसको खा जाएंगे, and finally it will get vanished. Okay, so this was here for this one. Okay, so I hope you would have got the idea that how these fungus growth and everything occur. Okay, the same thing you can also do. Okay, you can also grow some of the microorganisms and try to have a look over it, and at the same time you can share the pictures as well on the query window. Okay, and this is going to take a little bit of time, that is it is going to take around 1 week or something, not less than that. Okay, so starting with this, that is till since we have completed the bookish part, and I have shown you one of the microorganisms as well. So now I'm going to show you, now let us continue our this one, that is current affairs. Okay, just wait, let me first share the screen. Okay, so this, the very first one, that is your, if you remember, on 31st of August, that is the last month, last day. Okay, Bharat Ratna awarded Pranab Mukherjee, he dies at the age of 84. I would like to tell you this thing, that is he was affected with COVID-19. Okay, the results were positive for him, and he was suffering from COVID-19, and he was admitted to the hospital, but he was not able to recover himself, because maybe possible because of his age as well as his immunity power as well. Okay, so his health got deteriorated slowly, and finally he died on 31st of August. Okay, if I'm going to share you some more details related to him. He was the 13th president of India from 2012 to 2017. He has been served since 5 decades. 5 decades means what? That is, he has been a senior leader in the Indian National Congress as well, and he has also occupied several ministerial portfolios in the government of India. He was born on 11th December 1935 in Meerut, and he died on 31st of August 2020, that is New Delhi. Okay, his spouse name is Subra Mukherjee, and previous offices were basically the President of India. And starting with the next, that is, we have India has become the first country in the world to cross the mark of 80,000 COVID-19 cases in a day, even surpassing the United States, which is the worst affected nation so far. This is what I shared you in the very beginning, and since from the beginning of the class, okay, we are continuously reminding you, we are continuously saying you to take all the necessary precautions, take utmost care so that you remain safe from this worst or pandemic situation created by this COVID-19. Okay, next we have the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on August 30, 2020, just one day before the death of Pranab Mukherjee, announced that September will be observed as the nutrition month. Okay, he made the announcement in his monthly Mann Ki Baat radio program, where he talked about the importance of nutritious diet, especially in children and students. Okay, let me tell you one more thing here, that is, if you remember, ठीक है, आप ये मत सोचिएगा कि मैं किसी चीज़ का एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर रहा हूँ या फिर कुछ कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है. बेसिकली nutrients you all have studied in the last class. Your first chapter only was there. Okay, food, where does it come from, and second was one more was there. Okay, ingredients of the food. Okay, in that chapter you studied about the 5 different types of nutrients, that is your carbohydrate, protein, fats, minerals, vitamins, and everything. So basically the thing is that a lot of government schemes are there, a lot of government programs are being running, but the thing is that it depends, mostly the people are not willing, or they don't feel like going there. Okay, but it is not like this. Let me inform you, that is, whatever these government projects are being running, okay, whether it is the vaccination program or anything like that, remember, the government vaccines, they are of topmost quality. The problem is that the people don't have faith on it, and at the same time the maintenance is not there. ओके, ठीक है, जो हमें प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स में मिल जाता है, जैसे आप अपने मम्मी पापा से अगर आप इस चीज़ को शेयर करिएगा, ठीक है, एंड इट इज़ माई पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस, आई एम टेलिंग यू, दैट इज़ प्लीज़ ट्राई टू शेयर दिस थिंग, दैट इज़ आपके जो छोटे भाई बहन हैं, जो वैक्सीनेशन के लिए हम प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स में जाते हैं, तो वहाँ पे 1,000 रुपये, 2,000 रुपये या फिर बहुत ढेर सारे पैसे लगते हैं. वाई? जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट एयर कंडीशन चैम्बर, and they used to take out the vaccine in front of you from the refrigerator and all these things. Okay, whatever the tantrums has been created by them. Okay, or the basically it is the tantrums what I think. ठीक है, मतलब आप कह सकते हो एक दिखावा ही है. Okay, and basically if you go to some of the government hospitals, okay, these at the block levels, at the village level, and everywhere, okay, vaccination programs are there, vaccination drives are being running, okay, and at a very cheaper cost, okay, that is around 20 rupees or free of cost also. Okay, basically that is the things which you are paying for it, that is around thousands of rupees. Okay, in the case of government hospitals, you don't have to pay for it any money. Okay, you just have to go and get that injection done or get that vaccination done. ठीक है, तो प्लीज़ आप लोग जाइए, विजिट करिए, आप लोग मत वो करिए, मत लगवाइए, पर एक बार विजिट करके तो देखिए, ठीक है, कि मतलब क्या ये सही है कि नहीं, बिकॉज आई हैव विजिटेड एट माई ब्लॉग, सो आई गॉट द आइडिया ऑफ दिस थिंग. ओके, मूविंग अहेड, लेट मी शेयर यू सम मोर लिटिल पार्ट्स विच आर लेफ्ट हियर. ओके, Mustafa Adib, Lebanon's ambassador to Germany, is said to become the country's next prime minister after he was named by the 4 former Lebanon prime minister as their choice for the post. Now see, let me inform you that is this Lebanon is the name of a country, okay, which is there in the Middle East. Okay, and this person, that is Mustafa Adib, is going to be the next prime minister of Lebanon. Next we have India and Russia were announced as the joint winners of the FID Chess Championship Olympiad, on August 30, after Nihal Sarin and Div Deshmukh lost connection to their games in the second round and had to forfeit. Okay, so this was there in the newspaper as well. So I hope this was there for all. That has we completed the bookish part. I showed you one of the microorganisms as well, and at the same time I showed you the current affairs as well. I'll be providing you this current affairs most probably on Saturday, when all the things has been shared to you along with the PDFs, or if possible I'll be providing you after the class as well. Okay, so this was all for today. Thanks a lot for being with me, and again a humble request is there: take all the necessary precautions. Please don't go out, as you have kept your patience for these 3 to 4 months. Okay, just have some patience for 2 to 3 months more. Okay, so that you do not get into any kind of trouble. So that's all for today. Have a superb day ahead. Thank you.